Well, they made another remake. I know. Shocking. This time around, Hollywood decided to remake Death Wish. I wouldn't say I'm the biggest fan of Death Wish. I mean, they made like 5 of them. But I really like the original. And I was a little skeptical when they announced they were going to remake it, and Bruce Willis is going to star in it, and Eli Roth was actually going to direct it. So I was kind of just mad about the whole idea. Eli Roth is kind of one of those hit and miss kind of directors for me, because I've never been really into that whole torture porn genre of horror. But I mean, the first Hostel was okay, and Cabin Fever was okay, the original, not the remake. So, yeah, I mean, it's fine, I guess. But I'd say this film lived up to the expectations I had going in, since I was kind of just expecting a mindless, dumb action film, and that's pretty much exactly what I got. I'd say that Bruce Willis did a serviceable job in this film, taking up the mantle from Charles Bronson. I mean, he's kind of like the character that you always expect him to be. I mean, he's kind of just like a less charismatic John McClane in this film, because I really felt like in certain parts of this film, it was just like a more street-level, vigilante-style Die Hard film with a lower budget, especially during the action scenes later on in the film. But I'd say overall it worked, because that's just kind of like the character I expect Bruce Willis to always be. Speaking of action scenes, there's really not much action for the first 45 to 50 minutes of this movie, because it just tries to set up the whole world and exposition dumps, and it's kind of dull for the most part, if I'm being honest. And like, it doesn't actually get really good until about 50 minutes in, and then it's like the movie's only like an hour and 47 minutes long with credits. So it does get kind of boring just watching them talk about things and not actually like doing any type of action. I think it would have helped if there was like more interesting supporting characters, because most of the supporting characters in this film are pretty weak. I mean, Vincent D'Onofrio probably does the best out of the bunch as far as supporting characters go, but they really don't give him much to do, and when he is on screen, he's kind of annoying, and he's kind of like a mooch. And Elisabeth Shue's okay, I guess, but I mean, she's only in the movie for like 20 minutes at most, and she dies. I mean, that's kind of the whole point of the movie, so it's not really a spoiler there. The 2 worst characters for me, though, were the 2 detectives in the movie. I mean, they're just so incompetent, oblivious, whatever word you want to use for them. They're just so horrible at their job. Like, Bruce Willis is not even, like, that good of a vigilante criminal, yet they still can't, like, figure out that he's the one doing all of this, and, they can't even arrest him or anything like that. Like, you can't figure out that it's him. Like, it's so in your face for most of the movie that it's him, but they can't figure it out somehow. It's just frustrating as a viewer to watch this just because they're not figuring out that he's the killer, because they're just stupid, not because like he's like a really good at hiding his tracks. Speaking on action again, there actually is some pretty good action in this film. There's just not like a whole lot of it really. And I mean, Eli Roth, he gets his signature gore in there, but there's really not as much gore as you'd expect from any of his other films. I think this might be like the least gory film I've ever seen him ever do. And I don't know if that's like what he's going to be like going forward, going maybe like more mainstream. But I mean, the action scenes were pretty, well done. I mean, he does action and violence pretty well, so I guess maybe do more action movies in the future. Overall, though, I thought the film was okay. It's just one of those mindless, dumb action films you just, like, turn your brain off and just watch for, like, an hour and a half. Like, there's no, like, substance to it. It's just mindless, dumb popcorn entertainment. I mean, you're not going to get anything too spectacular out of this movie, but, I mean, if you have some free time, if you like watching a random action flick, why not check it out? But as far as score goes, I probably have to give Death Wish a C-. Anyways, thank you for checking out my review for Death Wish. Leave a comment below when you do see the movie what you thought about it. I mean, it comes out this Friday, so it's not very long from now. Feel free to leave a like, hit that subscribe button. Until the next time, I'll see you guys later.